What's up guys, it's the Electromancer. In today's video I've got a brand new guide, and this is the Electromancer. The Electromancer uses all types of electric, such as a lightning wall, and a lot of the time he'll be using lightning storm. Now to obtain lightning storm you need to get level 100 destruction, and we'll cover that pretty soon. But yeah, let's get right into the build. First off, we're going to get into the backstory if you are intending to roleplay on this build. So yeah, let's get into the backstory. He was a dark elf that fled from the eruption of Red Mountain and fled to the capital city of Morrowind. The capital city of Morrowind was consistently receiving attacks from the Argonians from Argonia. He was soon encouraged by his parents to leave the city and go to the local mages college. He was encouraged by his parents to study the acts of pyromancy. He wasn't very good at this, so he studied the acts of electromancy for a few weeks, and he found out that he was the best at necromancy in the entire of his class. He soon studied at the college for a few more years and became a master at destruction spells, especially electric spells. He soon returned home, and his parents were shocked to find out that he'd been learning electromancy this entire time. If you don't know, dark elves are usually associated with fire and are usually encouraged to follow the path of pyromancy. Their parents didn't see too kindly upon this, so they sent him to the front lines against the battles. After being in the war for a few years, he decided to leave and head to Cyrodiil and take up a career of being a priest of Boethia. After working in the temple for a few years, he decided to go on an adventure all across Tamriel. In his journeys, he ended up against the border of Skyrim and was captured and sent to Helgen for his execution. And I'm pretty sure you all know the story on from there. Now let's get into the skills. Now for the main skills, we are going to be using Destruction, and I only picked Destruction as the only sort of spells we're going to be using are in fact Destruction. And yeah, so you mainly want to be leveling up the Destruction skills, which are based around electric damage, and also you want to level up your Destruction all the way up to Master, because you will be using a few spells that do include Master Destruction, such as Lightning Storm, and I believe Storm Cloak. You have to have not Storm Cloak, Lightning Cloak. You actually have to be level 75, I think. So it'll be really handy if you just go for get to level 100 Destruction. Next up, we got the shouts. For the shouts, I picked Unrelenting Force, Stormcall, and Dragonrend. Now I picked Unrelenting Force as it's just a basic shout, but I think any build should use, because it can just be really helpful in any situation. I picked Stormcall because it fits the Electromancy sort of type of build, and it's also, in my opinion, one of the most overpowered shouts in the game, so I think that's pretty cool. And finally, we've got Dragonrend. Now I picked Dragonrend because it's also one of those shouts that I think all builds should probably use in any situation. If you don't know what that does, it basically brings dragons to the ground, and it's extremely helpful in my opinion. And yeah, I think that should 100% be on this shout list. First up for the spells, we've got Lightning Wall. Now if you don't know what Lightning Wall does, it basically puts a wall of lightning around you, and basically it's like a barrier that protects you from basically any enemy or NPC that comes near you. And I think it's really helpful. Say you're like there's like, I don't know, like 5 drug or death overlords and they're charging at you. I think it's a really good idea to have this there, because you could have the Lightning Cloak ability on at the same time, and yeah, you could just wreck them. Next up, we have Lightning Bolt, and if you don't know what Lightning Bolt is, it's kind of a basic spell, but it really does fit the build as it's an Electromancer. Now you'll basically be using this spell in any situation. Like, this is probably the spell you'll probably be using on your average people that you'll be attacking, so bandits and stuff. And it's pretty easy and like to cast. Yeah, I just think it's a really good spell, just a really good basic spell that you should 100% use for this build. As I've mentioned previously, we now have Lightning Cloak. Now Lightning Cloak is an extremely important spell, I'd say, for this build, and basically it's just this effect where if anyone gets within a certain range of you, they'll take damage, and yeah, obviously you ought to be using Lightning Cloak, because it just fits the build, because you can get Flame Cloak, you can get Frost Cloak, but obviously you're going to be using Lightning Cloak. And finally, we have my favourite spell of all time, that is Lightning Storm. Now you will need level 100 Destruction, and it's extremely powerful. It's just extremely overpowered. It's probably one of the strongest spells in the game, and yeah, you will need level 100 destruction, and yeah, so I would get just and there is a little quest you have to do this. I'd recommend googling it, but yeah, for the next up we have the masks, not masks, the armor sets. First up we got the Temple Priest Robes. Now this has your magicka basically regenerates 75% better, and yeah, it's just an all-round really good armor piece. I just think it looks really cool, and it kind of gives it that dark elf sort of feel to it, and yeah, and it shows that you are a priest like before in your backstory, and yeah. Next up, we got a mask that I've actually done a guide on. If you want to know how to get this mask, it is in the description. By the way, you will need the Dragonborn DLC to get this mask and the Temple Robes. But yeah, I guess you could use another Dragon Priest mask, which basically makes you basically makes your magicka regenerate 100% better, like faster, and it's I just think it's a really all-round good mask. If you don't have the Dragon Priest DLC, Dragonborn DLC, I'd recommend getting that. First up we have the jewelry, and yeah, first up we are going to be looking at the rings. Now I would 100% recommend getting a ring of magicka or a ring of health, as obviously you know, like, you don't have much health on you, and yeah, you could upgrade your magicka as well. Next up we have the gold amulet fragment, which you'll obtain through doing the College of Winterhold quest. One of the first quests you actually do, and it's quite good because, you know, it upgrades your magicka for just slightly more. Next up we have probably some like decent armors like Daedric or Ebony. I picked Ebony Boots of Shock and Battlement, which basically increases shock resistance by 60%, which, you know, I'm making this build all shock and magic based, but yeah, so at least you have something that like that's actually like protecting you, so at least some proper armor. And I'd also recommend enchanting your gauntlets, and I recommend having a matching set. And yeah, enchant your gauntlets with the exact same enchantment on your boots, and I think you'd be pretty good at that point. Finally, we have the quests to do. Now, first off, I recommend starting the main quest. I'm probably getting up to the Horn of the Oaken Collar, so you can get all words of power from the Unrelenting Force Shout. Next up, I complete the College of Winterhold quest, and yeah, after that I complete the main quest and get the Dragonrend Shout. After that I get all words of power for the Stormcall Shout, and after that you can start the Dragonborn DLC if you'd like and get the Temple Robes and your mask, and you're pretty much set from then on, and from that point on you can work on getting your destruction to level 100. I guess you could do the Dawn Guard, and I recommend siding with the vampires because I think Dark Elves look cool with the vampire sort of aspect to them, and a lot of the time mages tend to be vampires. So yeah, I think I just rolls with the aesthetics of the build. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and recommend some builds down in the comments. And yeah, if you just put a comment in the description, say if I, like, I don't know, said something wrong, which I probably did, because I just like I just get so lost in these builds. But I'm extremely enjoying recording these builds, and yeah, sorry for the uploads not being out so frequently, but yeah, so I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys. Peace. Have a lovely day.